Hey everybody! On Friday, Marvel dropped episode 7 of WandaVision exclusively on Disney+. And like always, this episode was filled with Easter eggs and references which your eyes might have missed. So did you notice Stan Lee's cameo in this episode? Or Jumanji movie reference? And Easter egg related to Thanos? Or Phoenix of X-Men? And if your eyes missed these cool Easter eggs in this episode, then don't worry, I'll show you where and how Marvel hid these references and Easter eggs in plain sight. So without wasting much time, let's start this video, but before that, don't forget to subscribe Movieverse and hit the bell icon for regular updates.
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun.
So in the very beginning of this episode, we see Wanda lying on bed, probably exhausted cause of overuse of her powers in expanding Hex last night. And if you look closely, the blanket on Wanda also has the hexagonal pattern just like Hex. Then we see Billy and Tommy are complaining about their video game to Wanda. And if you pay more attention to background music than their video game controllers, you will find a reference to Jumanji movie. Let's hear it once again. And this drum roll sound is very much similar to the sound of drums in Jumanji movie. But why did Marvel put this reference in this episode? But don't you worry, I'll explain it briefly later in this video. And then we see Wanda breaking the fourth wall, which was a homage to late 2000 sitcom The Modern Family and The Office. Even the zooming in and out of scenes was also inspired by these shows. When Wanda comes down for breakfast, she opens refrigerator to get some almond milk, but don't point your focus on milk bottle. Actually, objective focus is this cola can. And if you pause it and read it, it's cane cola. And I searched it on internet. And there is no such product available in the market. Actually, it's a reference to unit production manager of WandaVision, Mary Kane. By the way, Kane is also the line producer of this show. And while bottle transforms into Tetra Pak, Wanda takes out the corn cereal box from shelf. And the name on that box is Sugar Snap. And just like cola, there is not any Sugar Snaps either. Actually, this cereal box is a reference to Evil Snap of Thanos. Seems like Snap is still looming over Wanda's Westview. And when Wanda is pouring milk into cereal bowl, we see a pic of a missing child on it, but Marvel very cleverly blurred it. But this explains that there is someone who's abducting kids in Westview. No, it's not Pennywise. And why there was no kids in Westview other than Billy and Tommy. And if you look with more attention, on the back of the cereal box is a maze game, which signifies that all the kids are trapped in some kind of maze, all thanks to Agnes. And after that scene, it's time for intro song, which is dedicated to Wanda. And we see this number plate with number 12, 28, 22. No, it's not just a number, it's a reference to Stanley. Actually, it's Stanley's birth date, which is December 28, 1922. Even though the legend is gone, Marvel still found a way to make his presence felt. Then we see Vision trying to convince Darcy, and in the start of the scene, we see a reference to another X-Men character, and this time it's a SWAT agent dressed as Phoenix. And after Phoenix reference, we see a game stall which is called Fool the Guesser. I think with this, Marvel mocked the fans, including me, who tries to guess the story and characters and make their own theories. And most of the fans fail. And Marvel just made fun of those fans with this scene. And the truck in which Darcy and Vision fled to investigate is also a reference. If you look, it's a cake truck. Just pay a little more attention on what is written on it. It is Funnel Love. It is a nod to a song called Funnel of Love by Wanda Jackson. Even though she doesn't have any relation to MCU, but her name has. Then we see Wanda breaking the fourth wall. And Wanda is telling she don't know why are these glitches happening. And the interviewer asked Wanda, do you think maybe this is what you deserve? And it sounded like a man. But later on it was revealed it was Agatha all along. But do you know, it was not man's voice but Catherine Hahn's own. And if you change the pitch of the sound clip, you will understand how much effort Marvel put in detailing of their projects. Let's hear it again with changed pitch.
Do you think maybe this is what you deserve?
And now it's time for some advertisement. And this time, this ad is very important. Cause like previous ad, this ad is not inspired from Wanda's trauma, but this ad is giving us a glimpse of coming episodes. And this is about medicine named NEXUS, which is kind of inspired by Wanda creating this Westview anomaly to escape from her real world. But this ad has more to offer. Actually, the name of medicine NEXUS is taken from comics. And in comics, NEXUS was a gateway to any or all possible realities or multiverses, which this drug also claims to.
Back to your reality, or the reality of your choice.
Another reference in comics was the Nexus beings. Nexus beings are the entity who can alter the flow of time stream. And one Nexus being exists in each of the parallel world. Even though the Nexus gateway reference matches more with this ad. But let me tell you, this ad also gave us a hint of Wanda being one of the Nexus beings, which I will explain ahead. This ad gave a nod to Doctor Strange and his possible appearance in coming finale episode.
Not take Nexus unless your doctor has cleared you to move on with your life.
This line hints that Doctor Strange could help Wanda in closing Nexus, aka Westview reality. Then we see twins in House of Agnes, and Billy is holding Rabbit. And Agnes tells the name of Rabbit, which is Senior Scratchy. In comics, Senior Scratchy aka Nicholas Scratch was Agatha's son, and it's possible in WandaVision her son is under some kind of spell or curse, and to bring her son back she is making other kids disappear. Well, that is my personal opinion. From Scratchy, let's move on to Monica, where she is seen wearing SWORD spacesuit, and again you can see this hexagon pattern on her spacesuit. Not only on her spacesuit, but the truck she tries to put through force field also has a form of hexagonal pattern. And now when Monica decided to enter Westview without any protection, we can hear dialogues involving her mother, Kenneth Fury, Jimmy Woo, and of course Carol Danvers. We see Geraldine from 60s and 70s. And Monica from every episode. But according to me, Hex was actually deciding how to transform Monica, and finally Monica transforms into her superhero form. This scene gave me goosebumps. Many people are saying that she has become Photon, but I think she would be called Spectrum. Cause once she enters Westview, she is able to see electromagnetic spectrum spread all over the Westview. In my opinion, Monica would be called Spectrum or Captain Rambeau. But Photon, not a chance. Then Monica heads for Wanda's house, but Wanda again tries to throw Monica out of Westview, and again we see a glimpse of her newly acquired superhero powers when she lands in a superhero pose. And we see Dottie and Postman again, and I have a feeling both of them are good guys and will help Monica Rambeau in coming episodes in stopping Wanda. And then Agnes comes and takes Wanda to her house. Again these hexagon pattern shows up on these glasses, and then this kid's show on TV. And I think it's actually Billy and Tommy on the TV. I remember when Billy and Tommy were playing video games, Jumanji drum sound was playing in the background. And it could be possible just like Jumanji, they got sucked into TV. Though these theories sound far-fetched, but then again, this whole series is TV series. And then Wanda goes to basement to look for twins. And there she discovers Kevin. And with the aspect ratio changing, it means it is real world and not a creation by Wanda's magic. And we see this showcase. And it has some skulls and horns. And it reminded me of the Marvel villain Master Pandemonium, aka Martin Preston, who could be the main villain of the series too. If you know background of Martin Preston, you will get the whole WandaVision TV series thing. In comics, Martin Preston was a Hollywood star before he cracked a deal with Mephisto and turned into Demon Master Pandemonium. So maybe that is why we see WandaVision into a TV series of Wanda, and every time new song and new characters, cause Master Pandemonium was a star himself. Well, that's my theory, and I could be wrong, so take it with a pinch of salt. And then we see this ancient looking book, and energy is glowing all around it. And now many people were calling it a book of Darkhold, but that book has already appeared in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. According to comics, Necronomicon is an evil book with the powers to create portals through times and between realities. Did you hear it? Power to create portals through time and realities, which is very much matching with this series, where we see Quicksilver from other reality which might be through portal opened by this book. And in comics, it's the Necronomicon book, which Wanda reads and discovers her status as one of the many Nexus beings of the multiverse. So now you understand why ad in this episode was hinting future. And in that comic, story concluded with Wanda doing battle with Master Pandemonium. Well, is it possible or not? That I'm not sure. So don't jump to any conclusions, cause every time Marvel fools the guessers. But it's quite possible that it is a book of Necronomicon. And now let's get back to episode. After Agnes reveals her real identity, which is of course Agatha Harkness. The song which plays for her intro Agatha all along is very much inspired from the Monsters show. And she killed Sparky too. But I think she's not that bad, and she's doing everything on someone's command. And she will become a good person in future just like Loki. And now it's a post-credit scene which shows Monica looking for Wanda, and she opens the door to basement, and there she sees vines glowing with Agatha's energy, and there comes the so-called Quicksilver. And we can see Monica's eyes are also glowing purple. Seems like she's also under Agatha's spell now. And that was the end of this episode and my video as well. So if you like this video, then just subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for regular update of this series' upcoming episodes. Till then, watch my videos of previous episodes of WandaVision and have fun.